So, fun fact with Brandy. When I like invite her into my room, I have to like bow to let her in. It's actually kind of funny. Yeah, also, there was a poison down. Okay, so I actually like had to go this way. Because the other way, there's no way up the other way. There's no point in going right because there's poison over there. So that side of the map is blocked off. Just going left now. This sword is just so good. Like one-shotting these bugs. Man, we used to have to like go through a whole combo on those things. Can't wait for 1 to 3 days. That's when Brandy's play comes in. There was like a 3-pack, and I had accidentally set the quantity to 2, so I was buying like 6 of them instead of 3 of them, and I was just like, why is this so expensive? She also has the big bone, so I don't want to be too loud for people downstairs, so I was gonna have to maybe help her get it up. I think I run faster without my equipment out. Anyways, how's everybody's Wednesday? This will be my last late Wednesday. These rats are goated at construction. I wish New Jersey could take a page out of it. No. Tell what's up here. Crimson Court. Yeah, so I'm changing my schedule up a little bit in real life, so that way my streaming schedule can be a little bit more consistent. So normal 8 to midnight streams, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Eastern time, and then Wednesdays will be a little earlier. Still same length, but start early.
Battling frog scum was hungry work. If he could find more ingredients, the chef might make him a feast fit for a king.
This is cool. Alright, so it's better damage and weight. So the smith is broken. We need 10 coins for that.
The smith must have heard from the chef that Reggie was made of gold. But his cause of rebuilding the army was necessary if the Frog clans dared return.
Let's go talk to the... I don't think I have any ingredients. these would increase my stuff. So like maybe I need to be on the lookout for ingredients. Then maybe down here. Yeah. How was your Wednesday? I know Wednesdays are a little bit slower. Were you off or on this Wednesday off? Back to west to the Elder. A little long. So go to the Longtail Village and see if there's more quests now, because there weren't quests before. That's cute. I like when the game like includes things like that. And also the fact that you don't have to like do anything for yeah, like this is the board, right? Oh, minor issues. Sick. Okay. So minor issues. The miners are complaining of a grub infestation. Let's go check it out.
More grubs in the miners' basement. Big enough to keep the miners from the tools they need to work. The kingdom needed the miners to find iron to arm its soldiers with no delay.
We want high grub resistance, so we're gonna equip this. I have good grub resistance. I have good grub high resistance. But I think we're gonna keep this. And then fuel is fine just the way that it is. I have good grub helmet. Thing. Okay. Because we're gonna go deal with some grubs, so having good grub resistance armor is yeah. It's just right here. We need 10 coins. This gives us 4. So I'll have to do another quest after this one. And it looked like there was like a way to do like an infinite number of quests, so the game's really good about keeping you from locking yourself out if you do something bad. Okay.
The grubs were in the basement, and so were the miners' tools. The mine was at a standstill until they were dealt with.
I thought he was more of like a Geralt of Rivia kind of thing. Definitely Liam Neeson-esque. can definitely hear the Liam Neeson. And a game that we haven't played on stream, but is probably due for a play after this, is Bastion. That is also what it kind of sounds like, but you guys have no frame of reference for Bastion, but the soundtrack for Bastion is really good. It's also Spirit, yeah, definitely like it's a little bit more grizzled than Matt Damon, I think. But like if like Matt Damon felt like being a little more gruff, you know, Spirit of the West and all that, you know. I get that. I can see maybe not like the original. Was that? There's something over here. Sweet, a chest for the curious. Wow, really good against mosquitoes. We're gonna put on goggles. Oh, sick. Some iron ore. And an achievement. This might be a game that we like try to do all the achievements too. It was really cute.
The grubs were dead, and the miners could collect their tools. They swore to work day and night until the kingdom's iron needs were met.
I sound like a grizzled old rat. What are some other like famous narrators? I mean, like I guess Morgan Freeman's a famous narrator. So maybe. Maybe there are more ranger quests to do. This feels a little patty to me. Do you think Astarion's like a famous narrator? He's like a famous voice actor, but I don't know if he's like a famous, like he's the narrator. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I don't like him, but Will Wheaton, like I guess I don't have like beef with Will Wheaton, but I'm not like fanboy about Will Wheaton because I grew up post Will Wheaton. But Will Wheaton's kind of like a famous reader. He read like Ready Player One. Matt Mercer's a pretty famous. He's a famous voice actor, I guess. Maybe not like a narrator. But I'm trying to think of people who are like they read stories, basically, right? Well, so, yeah. So Will Wheaton is in Big Bang Theory, but he's known for Star Trek, right? Destroy the Mozzie nest. Okay, a Mosey, like mosquito, disappeared in the sewers. Let's go get him.
Another bug hunt. At least these ones kept their distance.
Okay, I have to look it up. Voice actors, not Animal Planet. Yeah, like Animal Planet narrators. Yeah. Tales of Iron Voice actor. So it's Doug Cockle who does this. He is in The Witcher. Yeah. So this guy does do. He did Geralt of Rivia in Witcher. It looks like. Give me more Doug Cockle. Cockle did Well, maybe, yeah, he did do in the 2024 animated film. He was, yeah, so this guy is, that's why he reminds me of Geralt of Rivia, because he did the voice of Geralt of Rivia. Okay. That's funny. I'm not too worried about these bugs. We've got like dope swords, like really good armor in general. That's why I'm like so confused. He's like a huge name actor. Like the Witcher games were like AAA. Like, the Wild Hunt is like an amazing, famous game, you know? Let's equip. I have like insane mosquito armor. Like this one. I'm amazed that I'm watching because I didn't realize they were complete and have to wait. That sucks, man. So I had like huge momentum for Mashal, but I'm like, I forgot that I'm like into animes, you know? And so it's been a hot minute since I have seen an episode of Mashal. And then there's Solo Leveling that we started. But I miss binge watching animes that were like complete.
Just when Reggie thought he was done, Robin arrived to tell him he'd found another nest.
Thank you, Robin. I mean, like, you really don't need anything else, right? He died? How's it like full health? Okay, so maybe like mosquito armor doesn't matter. Maybe it's all about like regular defense. Because like I picked this because it has high Mosey resistance. But yeah, besides Crunchyroll, I don't really stream anything else. Crunchyroll and YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube and a lot of Twitch. I think are my primary things.
Just when Reggie thought he was done, Robin arrived to tell him he'd found another nest.
So further in. You know, might as well just take advantage of the free save. Saving is so like non-committal. I also love how intuitive the parry system feels in this game. Get them ready.
The Mozzie nest was packed with eggs. Robin hoped they'd survive to tell the story, as no doubt it'd be a fine one. His kingdom was being rebuilt on dead bugs.
His kingdom was being built on dead bugs. We're on goal for 8. So we gotta do another quest. Is like is so freaking cute. Like the animations are cute. The combat is so satisfying now that like I've got it figured out. The side quests are okay. They are a tad tedious. Hunt the Mozzie infestation. More Mozzies have infected the sewers.
More Mozzies. These ones
Mozzies.
slammed the floor with such power it made the whole room shake.
So like we've been to this room before. It's just this part feels just a tad bit repetitive and padded. Right? Like it'd be one thing to have these like as side quests to do. Oh, the new bed cover? They're nice. They're nice. And Brandy loves the quilt. I also love the quilt. I've been using just the quilt lately because it's been actually like actively warm. Overconfidence might be the death of me. Waste the one. Oh, that juice from they also look nicer in my opinion than just the gray. It has like a little color. It says like achievement up there. Is it like extra medals? Interesting. Okay, so here are the medals that I've got. Going to that room, did we check that before? Might as well save. I do think I have way too many pillows though now. Well, I have to find myself throwing some of them away. Not like throwing them away, but like, you know what I mean, like throwing them off the bed. Yeah, having a whole extra body there.
With all the Mozzies dead, Reggie wondered where they kept coming from.
Yeah, that's great. That's also great. Also just like straight up better. Yeah, like doing these quests is like, now that I know that they're like mandatory, is interesting. Oops. It was like I was getting like pretty cool equipment before. And it doesn't, I will say that there were like, it's cool that there are like different weapons and things like that. It doesn't feel like there is any rhyme or reason to use anything that is just worse. Like it feels like you just get better weapons and upgrades as you play through the game. Instead of like there's like in Dark Souls where you have a trade-off between like speed and power. It's just like, hey, now you have a better weapon. So it's kind of cool that it, like you have to like rotate, but it would be cool if like you could like pick a play style. Like, hey, I like the way that the spear has like better range, but doesn't do as much damage, or isn't as fast as the sword, or you know, things like that. But the combat always feels rewarding, regardless. So if it wasn't a rewarding combat, it'd be a bit more of a detriment. But maybe some difference in like the weapons, and maybe like later it matters. Maybe like this game was like way longer than I think it is, and right now it's like encouraging me as a player to try new weapons, by giving me new weapons, and then eventually like later they will introduce like variety in the weapons and the gear, right? Like I don't know, like you can see here on my character there's like little bars on weight. I don't see a noticeable difference between being below that bar and above that bar. With like in Dark Souls, like there is a clear and present danger to going above a weight threshold. Palpable difference. The amount of saves in this game is good too. I like that. I'm not quite sure what the system is for yet, but we'll figure it out. Here comes in Ford. One thing's for sure, I want more of this game. I want to keep playing.